Okay, this is my first thoughtful video. If I'm gonna do two, I don't really know. My trend lately has been doing two, but storage isn't a problem anymore because I deleted all of my photos. I can't remember if I told you, but I deleted all of my photos, or not photos, all of the videos that I'm putting on YouTube. I'm not keeping them. If they didn't end up backing up in Google Photos, which I haven't gone to see, if they didn't back up, I won't have them. And whatever, it doesn't even matter, because you know what? I don't need anything. I have everything I need. There's nothing that I really need. I have everything. I'm good. I'm solid. I don't need anything. I don't need to have a copy of this video because it's on YouTube. And if it ever gets lost, which I have accidentally, maybe in my sleep, deleted YouTube videos before and then never had a copy of anything. It was an audio track that I created, which kind of sucked. That kind of sucked. It wasn't a hypnotherapy audio track. It's possible I could delete one of these on accident. It's possible. And then I won't have it. And you know what? Who cares? Because whatever. Doesn't even matter. I am in such a mood tonight. I am in such a mood. I am. Oh my gosh. I'm in such a mood. Yeah. This is just a part of me. It's one part of me. It's one aspect of me. And you know what? I am who I am. I just am this is who I am. This is a piece of me. This is a part of Heather. It is. It just is. So as far as my thoughtful video goes, so I think I'm just going to jump in with the whole, on some levels, this doesn't feel like I'm fasting. And, I could bully myself about changing the fast, but what choice did I actually have? I actually passed out in front of my kids on them. And I think it was Merrick's toe got hurt because I crashed into Kears and then Kears crashed into him, and it was horrible. Okay. And I think it probably happened on purpose to prevent anything else from happening and prevent me from missing out on this beautiful journey that I planned and worked my butt off for. So, and you know what was so beautiful is the fact that Rowan helped me come up with a solution, because right then I was like, the only thing I could think of was the only acceptable thing would be to break the fast then. And then Rowan came up with that. And that was just so beautiful, because it was like her thinking about me and knowing how important it was, because I had explained to her just a day or two before that the meaning of this. Basically everything that was in the video was like maybe on day 5 where I explained why I'm doing this and like all the meaning and the significance of the day that Spirit chose to have me start fasting so that I could break it when I would break it in OB. Crazy, and she knew that I didn't want to end it, I was literally, I'm going to confess something. When I was passing out, I was trying to tell them that I was sleepwalking. I was still trying to protect, and for them not to think that I passed out. And that was bullshit, because I passed out. And it happened because it was supposed to happen, so that I would alter the fast. But there's a piece of me that has felt, especially the past couple days, like this isn't actually, a fast. And I really like to do things to completion. Like I like to complete things. I like to finish things, I don't like to give up on anything. I think that was one of the reasons why I was really successful with rowing, is I was good at competing with myself. And that's what I did with my time. So I had to have the best time. I had to have the best 2K. And I did. I had to have the best 2K. And all it took was knowing what that number was, and I beat it, you know? Like, I'm not, like, I can be a good loser, you know? But when it comes to an opportunity to compete with myself, I'll do it. Give me a challenge, I'll do it. But obviously I'm in a place in my life where that's not what this is about. But there is a little piece of me, obviously, that sparks, you know, at some points and comes out, and it's like, well, what are you actually doing? You know, where I think when I was water fasting, it was a little bit easier for me to like center on what I was doing because I was so focused. But because of that, I was really isolated, and the kids felt that. I was so isolated. I was so like, I was so internal. I was so like I was so internal. I was not, I wasn't really able to participate in the world. And I think that's honestly one of the things that's so special about water fasting, but not appropriate on this trip that I planned with the kids. Oh my God, I'm getting hunger pains right now. I knew it was maybe this or something, I don't know, but yeah, was not working on this trip. That just was not working, and I did have my period that was really bad, and I think that was a part of the going inward too. But yeah. So I guess on some levels, the past couple days, to be honest, I've been coping with that. This just didn't pan out the way that I had planned it. But also, when I was in that labyrinth, I was told by Spirit that whatever happened with our path, with our journey, that was what was supposed to happen. Like, that was the plan. So ultimately, what is happening right now exactly. Okay, switching completely over to raw eggs, and now I'm juicing some blueberries with my mouth. Exactly that is what's supposed to be happening right now. Even though it feels so like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? You know, like, what am I doing? Well, that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm meant to do. So, and you know, okay, so I think that was like a metaphor for everything, and maybe it wasn't a metaphor, it was literally just actually advice about everything that happens. And you know, I've always really believed that, like, if something happened, it was supposed to happen. Like today I was with Merrick and we were in the car and I missed my turn, and I was looking over at the alternative route, which was heading back south on a freeway, because it's 5 million freeways and 5 million lanes, and like, you know, I'm not really used to driving in those conditions anymore. You know, I don't ever deal with traffic anymore. I don't ever deal with 50 million lanes anymore. And I just freaking I knew I was taking it wrong. I knew I was wrong. I couldn't fix it quick enough. And I usually am pretty good about that. I can switch lanes really quick, but I didn't. And you know what? I was a little like, oh my gosh, look at that. I can't sit in that traffic right now. I was away from my brother with Merrick dealing with this phone thing, and it was taking time away from them. And I wanted to be with them. And you know what? We both were like, this was meant to happen. Who knows if it might have even saved us from being in some sort of an accident. But really, ultimately, what we landed on was we were meant to have more time together. We were meant to have more time together. And that time was so precious today. Really good stuff happened. Such good stuff happened. And you know, when I got home and my brother and sister-in-law were kind of like, you know, bummed that we took so long, and like I could easily have made myself feel terrible about it, I said out loud, I'm not making myself feel bad right now. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad because some things happened that never would have happened if today didn't happen, if Merrick didn't break his phone. He made some choices with me today that were life-altering, forever altering, forever and ever, and that never would have happened Never would have happened if we didn't, if he didn't break his phone. And never, and also the extra time wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have made the wrong turn. You know, really every single thing happens for a reason. And so whatever it is that is happening, even the mood that I'm in, even the way that I'm feeling about all this and being just a little fussy, it's okay. It's meant to happen. I'm meant to feel this way, and I'm meant to have whatever reaction I'm meant to have to it too. Whatever reaction I have to it, I'm meant to have to it. Whatever. It is what it is. But so much good comes out of mistakes. You know? So much good. There are no mistakes. I don't think there are any mistakes. I really don't. I don't think there's one single mistake. There's free will, I believe. And things can go maybe differently than maybe an ultimate plan that you may have had, you know, set out for yourself. But, yeah. I don't know. So anyway, I merged into my other topic, which was Merrick, and my time with Merrick today was so precious. I missed him so much. You know, him without his phone today, before he got his phone, was so nice. But Merrick and I, we grew really well together. We get along really well. And I've always been able to see the absolute best in him. I know his heart. I know who he is. And he's so misunderstood by a decent amount of people. And really, he's a humanitarian at his core. I'm pretty sure I might have already said that at some point. And he would do anything for anyone that really needed it if he saw someone that needed help. I mean, he would give a lot of money to someone if they needed help. He would give them what he has if they needed help. But it's like, because humanly he struggles to fit in a mold of being a certain person, being a certain respectable teenage boy, he has gotten a reputation from some people. I mean, other people, I think it's really easy for them to see the best in him. It's pretty cool to see, like, there's throughout his life, throughout his whole life, there have been certain adults that just really just like jive with him and really get him. And those people are people that view him and treat him like he's just a human, not a kid and not a teenager, and not labeling him. They meet him where he's at, like, not judging him and just talking with him like he was like an adult. And that would happen at the beach all the time. Down in OB, he would meet random people that would just like adore him because they just treated him like he was an adult. And he felt respected. He felt like he mattered. He felt like, I don't know. It wasn't even that. I don't even, there was no thought that happened in this. There was no thought for him, I don't think. There was no like thinking this through. But it just naturally, he felt like a trust between that person and him. And he was just who he is. You know, Merrick has never been a kid, really. I've got to end this and start another one, I guess, but it doesn't surprise me with my mood and the way that I am today that I'm doing 50 million videos, so